Wanted to put together a quick video today on shortening a full-length Knights Armament or P&S Products vertical grip into stubby length. Start by pulling the core out of our grip, and we're going to use a pipe cutter or a small saw to cut the grip up at the little top rib there. I feel like pipe cutter is usually the cleanest way to start. Sometimes it doesn't quite go deep enough to separate it, so you have to finish it off with the saw anyway. Cool. So there we go. That one was able to cut through. I'm gonna go ahead and sand this bottom flat and go from there. Got a piece of 80 grit sandpaper here on a nice flat surface, and we're just gonna do some swipes, turn, to keep that as flat as possible. Alright, we're nice and flat. Got 80 grit sand marks all the way across. Now we're going to chamfer this bottom side a little so we can get our tap in to add more threads, because threads are super shallow. If we tried to put the core back in, it would only go a short way. So we're good to go. The tap in question, 7/8-9, and we're gonna stick this grip in the vise. We're gonna run this down. Just use a ratchet with a 16mm socket to turn this tap. I like to turn it down till just about the last 3 or 4 threads. That's usually deep enough. That's about all the depth we need. We're going to back this out and enlarge the hole in the bottom. We have our threads cut to depth, so we're going to chamfer this edge again. We're going to make it large enough so we can fit our 23mm Forstner bit in there, and then we're going to drill that just to the depth of the Forstner. So we've got the grip chucked back up in the vise. We've got our 23mm Forstner. We're going to go ahead and drill it. Once we get to the full depth of the Forstner, we're going to want to ream it out a little bit. It's slightly larger than 23mm, not quite 24, so we just want a little extra room. Alright, we got our hole drilled to depth, sanded the inside a little to clean it up. Try to put our center section in. A little bit of lithium grease will help that O-ring seat. We do want this to be fairly snug, because that friction between the O-ring and the inside of the grip will keep that from backing out. Cool, looking good. So we got to shorten the plug now. What we want to do is take our little jig, just happens to be a 3/4 inch gas block with an 832 Phillips screw in it. We're just going to cut against this and shorten this. For now, it doesn't really matter where we cut it. I like to leave about 1/4 of an inch over the threads, and then take a little saw and push up against the gas block. Try to get it as flush as possible. There we go. We'll take it to the 80 grit, make sure it's flat, and then we'll cut the other piece to final length. Next, we want to reinstall the plug. Then we're going to take the piece we cut off, we're going to install it upside down and use our little knife to mark the height. Run it flat against the top of the grip. And then we'll pull that. That'll give us a cut line. We're actually going to go a little longer than that, but that's a good reference. Here we are with our top of the plug reinserted. I do like to leave it slightly proud, like a 1/16 or so. It just helps with the variance in some rails. We're good, we're ready to go. We just want to polish this bottom, make it look a little more factory. We just wet sanded it with 400 grit. Now we're using our little knife strop here, just a block of wood with a piece of leather impregnated with some compound. Just gonna polish it up, get this corner good, get the bottom, and we should be good to go. Last thing we gotta do is test fit it. Find a rail. Do a little gripception here. Snug it up. Make sure it's tight. You're good to go.